off. So long, and thanks for all the fish. For those of you who just made that happen, our donors, our followers, our mission crew, thank you. Genuinely. You are why this simulation exists at all. And it is a simulation, but not a fantasy. Right now on your screen, our Spica rocket is climbing on 90 seconds of full thrust, pressing our astronaut into the seat. Every number you see is based on actual simulations, real physics, and an almost unreasonable number of volunteer working hours. The only thing missing is the actual launch day. Buckle up. I can see my house from here. Throughout the entire flight, from ignition to splashdown, our astronaut is in constant contact with mission control. They are never alone up there. And mission control is never just one room. It floats on the Baltic Sea, aboard a small fleet of volunteer vessels, borrowed boats, donated time, friends of Copenhagen Suborbitals who show up with their own ships and their own private planes to help keep the launch area safe and to capture the view from above that none of us on deck will ever forget. Main engine cutoff. Stand by for booster separation. Booster separation confirmed. Trajectory nominal. The capsule is floating free. It's not rocket science. Wait. Space, the final frontier. We're working on it. Here we see our actual launch site. Apogee. In space, no one can hear you say, "I told you so." Technically, this is falling with style. Drogue parachute 1 deployed. Inside the capsule, sensors will be monitoring everything: GPS position, atmospheric pressure, temperature, acceleration. And when we fly with an astronaut aboard, also health and cabin air quality. The capsule talks to us constantly. We listen to every word. I'm reaching maximum G-force at 4.6 G. The flight path you're watching isn't invented. It follows real wind data recorded over the Baltic Sea in early April 2026, the actual conditions our capsule would fly through. We use this to predict exactly where it will land, so our recovery vessels can be in position before the capsule even leaves the rocket. We've done this before. With our Nexo 2 rocket, flying to 6.5 kilometers, we predicted an eastern drift of 4.2 kilometers under the parachutes. It drifted 4.0. We'll take that. Drogue Parachute 2 deployed. Main parachutes deployed. Main parachutes fully inflated. As the capsule descends, our predicted landing zone shrinks. High up, wind uncertainty spans kilometers, but the lower the capsule gets, the less atmosphere remains above it, and the more precisely we can say, it will land right there. The parachutes are designed and built entirely by volunteers. But before they come this far, they jump out of an aeroplane. We test our homemade parachutes by attaching them to a skydiver and sending them both out the door. If it's good enough for a human in freefall, it's good enough for our capsule. Houston, we are having a completely nominal day. During parachute deployment, our astronaut will briefly experience around 4G, 4 times their own body weight, pressing into the seat. That sounds like a lot. It's actually less than what Blue Origin requires their passengers to tolerate, and comparable to what a skydiver feels every time their canopy opens on a regular jump. After that, a slow, quiet descent. Temperature and noise levels in the capsule remain largely stable. There is time to breathe. To infinity and slightly beyond. We launch from the Baltic Sea because Denmark is too small. A rocket of our scale, carrying a human being, cannot fly safely over land. So we go out to sea, and since that's where the real launch will happen, that's where all our practice launches happen too. Every trip out there teaches us something. Every launch is a rehearsal for the one that counts. Copenhagen Suborbitals was founded in 2008. About 50 people keep this project alive. None of us are paid. On the contrary, many of us quietly cover small expenses out of our own pockets just to keep things moving. This is a hobby. This is the most serious hobby in the world. Splashdown. Thank you for flying Copenhagen Suborbitals. And to every donor, every follower, every person who ever looked at what we were doing and said, I believe in this, and to the thousands who funded this dream €5 at a time, year after year. You are our mission crew. Today, We flew together.